Alright, so today we're going to be talking about balancing chemical equations. And first we're going to start out with the question, well, what's a chemical equation? Well, here's our equation that we have right here. And a chemical equation is used to describe a reaction. And it's made up of two different parts. So over here we have our reactants, and then past the arrow we have our products. Now in this case, our reactants are hydrogen and oxygen, and our product is H2O, or water. So next we want to look at something. If we see over here on the reactant side, we have H2, which is also the same over here on the product side of H2. But then we look at the O's, and over here we have O2, and on this side, we have O. Now, where did the O go? It didn't disappear out of thin air. So in order to find this out, we need to balance the equation. We want them to be the same number on both sides. So first let's look at the reactants. The reactants, we know, right now, have 2 and 2. So we want to write that down first. 2 and 2. Then we look at the product side. And on the product side, the H has a 2, so 2, and O, since it has nothing there, we're just going to assume that it's 1. So now what can we do so that way we can have 2 O's on this side and 2 O's on this side? Well, we want to add something in that's called a coefficient. And we're just going to put it right here in front of the H2O. So now on the product side, our H is 4 because whenever we put a coefficient, we multiply it by whatever's previously there, so that's 4. And the O now has 2. But now the H's are different on both sides. So we need to add another coefficient in on the reactant side, another 2, so that way it now has 4, and that shows that the chemical equation is now balanced. So using this information, we're going to go on and do another example. Now in this example we have aluminum and oxygen, and it makes aluminum oxide. So let's start out with what we know already. On the reactant side, we have one aluminum, and we have 2 oxygen. And on the product side, we have 2 aluminum and 3 oxygens. So what can we put there to make this equation balanced? Well, what can we add to aluminum on this side so that way we can get 2 on this side? Well, if we put 2, we would have 2 aluminums on this side, but then we would have, and that would be balanced, but then we need to look at the O's as well. There's 3 on this side and 2 on this side, so we need to get those to match as well. So in order to get 2 aluminums on both sides and the same number of oxygens, we would need to add a coefficient in front of them. So what can we do with 2 and 3 to make them be the same number? Well, the number that's closest in common right now is 6. So what we're going to do is we are going to put a 2 here to get 6 oxygen on this side, and then put a 3 here to get 6 oxygen on this side. Alright, and now the oxygens are the same. So now we look over in the products, and we have 4. So we can simply just add a 4 coefficient on this side to balance the equation. And that's it. That's all we're going to do today. Next time we'll go into a little harder equations and see if you guys can do that.